I've noticed that when people talk about change, they often talk about effort, about trying harder, wanting it more, as if becoming someone else is mostly a matter of pressure and effort. Behavior is what grows out of the background of your experience, and intention alone doesn't change that background. In other words, the person you want to become isn't forced into existence, it emerges from the environment you live in. Rather than fighting yourself for control, you shape the conditions that quietly make certain behaviors inevitable. Think about plants. A tropical plant cannot grow in a polar climate, not because it's weak, but because the conditions are wrong. And unless you build an artificial environment, it will never survive there. In the same way, a better version of you cannot grow in a hostile mental climate. You don't act differently until the climate you live in changes. What you feed your mind every day matters more than you think. The information you consume, the emotions you dwell on, the things you repeatedly tell yourself, the videos you watch, the books you read, the conversations you have. All of these quietly shape the conditions you live in. And those conditions either support growth or slowly corrode it. So instead of asking, why can't I change? A more honest question might be, what kind of mental climate am I living in every day? What emotions do you keep feeding? What kind of content fills your attention? What do your conversations revolve around? Do you spend time with your own thoughts or do you avoid them? If the climate stays the same, why would you expect yourself to change? Change isn't something you do to yourself. It's something that happens when the conditions are right. So maybe the work isn't more effort. Maybe it's changing the climate you're living in and asking whether it supports the kind of person you're trying to become. Before asking how to change, it might be worth asking where you're growing.